show responsive tables on your WordPress website syncing live from your own Google Sheets. In this tutorial, you will see exactly how this can be accomplished. If you want to support me so I can keep creating these awesome free videos for you, go to wp.discount/tablesync, and this link is also in the comments or in the description of this video. And then we are at the website of WP Pool, a company that I've created multiple tutorials about because their products are just really good. First, I'm going to install the free version, and after that we're going to upgrade to the Pro plan, and I'm going to show you if this is the plugin that will solve all your table problems. Log into your WordPress website. If you're still logging in using WP Admin,
Nope. No.
that's not the safest way, so please watch my tutorial about securing your WordPress website and make sure you don't get hacked. Then we go to the left side, plugins, add new plugin. We type in table plugin WP Pool like this. And then we have this one, table plugin for WordPress with Google Sheets. Press install now. And then we press activate. I'm going to walk you through all these things on the left side so you know exactly if this plugin is the right one for you. The only thing we need to do in here is add our Google Sheet URL. So we go to Google Sheets and you go to the sheet that you want to show on your website. In our case, the profit calculation. We click on this one. By default, all Google Sheets are restricted. No one can exit it. So we have to change the restriction. We go over here, press this share button. And then we click over here and we say anyone with the link. Click on it. And then we just press copy link. And that's it. Go back to your WordPress dashboard. And then we just paste in this link over here. And we press create table. It's that easy. Then we have the table title. Let's call this profit calculations. This is the URL. And then you can enter here a table description. Then we scroll down and then it says the table is limited to 30 rows only. Now that's one reason to upgrade to Pro. If you want to have unlimited rows, that's the way to go. Now, here we can change the entries to, for example, 30 rows. And then you can see that I've only created 12 rows. Every month we see the revenue, we see the profit, and actually this is a calculated field. So to show you how this works, the profit is being calculated by the revenue stream minus 2,500 initial costs. And this column we have the taxes. They are calculated by this cell is being multiplied by 0.5. So I have 50% taxes. And then the net profit is actually also a calculation from this one minus this one is this is the net profit. Of course, I only have to update one number and then my entire calculation will be updated for that month. Now it will be saved automatically to my drive. And that's exactly what I want, to show this table being updated on my live website. Table has been imported perfectly into this plugin. So then we scroll up. And the only thing we have to do is fetch and save. And now you immediately will see the change I just made it to December is instantly updated to my website. Once you've put this in, we press on next and we go to the table theme. Now on the free version, you can only use a simple or simple on dark, but on the Pro version, we have all these kind of themes. And also switch this switch, which says import colors and text styles from the sheet. Now that's a really awesome feature. Let's go to next, and then we have the table customization. In here, you can customize the entire way of how this table is going to look. So when I change this, show the entries, you see it immediately goes away. Show the search box. You can also disable this one, or you can swap the position like this. That's really great. This really looks nice. And at the bottom, we have the show entry info. That is this one, and also the previous and next button. We can just hide those, because we don't need it. We only have 12 rows on this table. Then you can enable the title, the description above or below the table. Now you can also show the merge cells and enable sorting. Let's keep that on and let's see how this works. Then we go to utility over here. Let users export your table to all one of these formats. Can be very useful. Then we also have link redirection behavior. If you have links in your sheet, after we've upgraded, I'm going to show you this table, which has videos in it, links in it, views, and also an interactive checkbox. So I'm really curious how the plugin handles this table. We'll be showing that later on. So then we can actually test this link direction behavior, but open a new window or opening current window, pretty easy. Then you have your cursor behavior inside of the table, text selection mode or table navigation mode, left and right. If you have a lot of information in your table, this is actually a pretty great feature. Then we can also import links from Sheet, import images and cache the table for faster loading times. Let's do that. Let's go to styling. Then you can expand it or wrap it. When using images inside of your table, we definitely need to go with wrap. I'll demonstrate it you after I bought the Pro version. Then we have the responsive style, default, collapsible or scrollable. That's really useful on tablets and mobile devices as we can customize how people can use the table when on their mobile phone. That's great. Rows to show per page. On this table I want to show 30 rows, and then the table height you can change it to a certain amount of pixels. But let's choose the default. Okay, then we go to the next one. This is an awesome feature. Here you can actually hide columns or rows or specific cells on your website. So when we've upgraded, I can click on this one and then it will hide this specific cell. Now the developers at WP Pool always surprise me with the awesome features they've been thinking through and implemented on their plugins. It really is. They are one of the best developers I've known today. Well, we've seen all the options. Let's grab this table over here, click on it, and then we're just gonna paste it live on a page in Elementor. Now on my Elementor website, I have a new widget here, Sheets to WP Table Live, and I can just drag and drop it, put it over there, choose any saved table to load data. Well, that's it. Just select your table, profit calculations. Here we are. And there it is, just like that. The only thing I can do is here in advanced, just the normal advanced things I have on my website, add some margin on all the things. But if I press on this button, table settings, I will go back to the plugin of WP Pool and I can again just customize the entire table from within the plugin. This really works like a charm. And here is my table without me being logged in on my own website. And if I search for something, it just instantly go. This is really great. Now there's one thing I want to test out. Let's go into my sheet in here and I'm gonna change January because we didn't do very well in January. We only generated $1,200 and then it's safe to drive. I have to refresh this page and then it's loading. And after that, you can see the change inside of the table. So that's the way how it works to refresh the page. Something to keep in mind. You can, of course, use an auto refresher if that is what you need. But most people will, of course, go to this page or refresh it if it's very important information. All right, that is the basics. Now let's upgrade to the Pro version because there's a lot more to do with this awesome plugin. Remember, if you want to support me, go to wp.discount/tablesync. And then we go over here to grab this discount. What I really like about WP Pool is that they're always thinking about lifetime deals. I love that. You can select your sites in here, lifetime, or maybe you want to pay per year. Personally, I have a lot of personal websites plus client websites. So I have more than 50 websites. So this 1,000 websites should be really great. Press on buy now. Then you just fill this all in and press on this pay button. And then on your account page, you go over here to download and then we just click on this button, download. We go to plugins, add new plugin. Then we press upload plugin and select the Sheets to WP Table Live Sync Pro version and press install now. Activate plugin. The first thing we need to do then is enter in our license. You can find it inside of your email or in your account at WP Pool. Press activate license and then we have activated it successfully. Then we go over here to the dashboard again and then we go back to our profit calculations Google Sheet. And then of course we can import colors and text styles from the sheet. If you want to style your own sheet within Google Sheets, just select all your content. We go to format. And we press alternating colors. There we are. You can just choose these styles we already have and you can customize them anything you want. Press done. Wow, this looks great. Then we go back to here and we press import colors and text styles from sheet and press fetch and save. Well, it doesn't look styled, so And when I now refresh my table, well, that doesn't seem to work 100% because I just see different kind of fonts, yes, but no colors at all. I'll ask support and maybe it's just a glitch, can happen. What we can do, of course, is use their own themes. So I'm gonna cancel this one, disable this one. You can choose all kind of different themes in here. The dark one, simple, minimal, minimal. So that's pretty nice. This works and it looks great. Let's go to the next one, the table customization. This time we can also let users export the table to, for example, PDF. And then we see that there are buttons added on the right corner over there. Let's do this one and let's enable all these things because I don't want them in my table. Press fetch and save. And then we can see at the right corner we have CSV, Excel, copy to clipboard and PDF. Let me see what happens when I press on CSV. It's being just downloaded. Excellent. Excel, this just works great. It just download all the files in here and you can also just copy it to your clipboard. Yeah, you can just copy it to your clipboard. Excellent. And then you can just paste it anywhere you want. And last but not least, you can export this as PDF. Really great feature. And now in the Pro version, we can also import links and images. We're gonna see how that works with another sheet. So I go to my dashboard, create a new table, and on my Google Sheets, I go to videos over there. So what I did inside of this Google Sheet, I have inserted these images. I use this one, insert, and then I did image, insert image in cell. This is what I did. And then I just uploaded a file and put it inside my Google Sheet. And then I'm just going to share this. Anyone with the link. So copy the link and press done. Then I'm gonna paste it in over here and press create table. Now within this table, we have images, thumbnails and URLs. Okay, as you can see, no images are being shown inside this yet. So we go to the theme. Let's go with minimal on dark. What would be really amazing if we can change the themes from out here. But then again, maybe you just need to do it in Google Sheets. Well, press next. And then we go to utility and I want import links from sheet and import images from sheet. Let's see if that works. Fetch and save it. So then I just go and drag and drop again another Sheets to WP table and I'm gonna select the table YouTube videos and press update. And then I go over here and exit the visual builder. The first table loads as fast as can be and oh, that's a bit of a bummer. There are no thumbnails in here as you can see and the links are just a really strange color. You can click on them and they open in a new tab, so that is really great, but it's just not readable. Well, maybe it's just a theme. Let's change to the default theme over here. Just do it simple, save it, go back to here, refresh this page. Here we go. No, it's not the theme. It's just not working the way it's intended. Well, that's a bit of a bummer. As you can see, the checkboxes, the one that are checked are marked as checked and the other ones are not. So that looks pretty nice. That integrates really great. I will ask support about the thumbnails and maybe before you can see this video, it's already been fixed in the next version. A few things I still want to show you. There's a manage tab option. Really interesting, but also how does this look on a responsive device like a smartphone? Let me show you right now. So when I just visit my page on my smartphone, you can see that this table just works perfectly. I can just swipe from left to right and it just works exactly the way it should be. If they just polish these little bugs, then this plugin should be really excellent. Then the last thing I want to show you are these Manage tab and settings. If you go to Manage tab, you're actually able to create different kind of tabs from different kind of Google Sheets. So if I press on Manage New Tabs, I can just add in a tab, just call it All Sheets. And the tab 1 title should be the Profits. And then this table for this one is the Profit Calculations. And we press Add Tab. And here are the videos, and then we select the YouTube videos and then we press next, and then you can show the tab group title if you want that, before the table, after the table. Now then the only thing in here, I have to use the shortcode, because if I then just load in my Elementor builder, as you can see, I cannot change this table to the one we've just created. So that's also one thing that I would advise WP Pool to also add in their awesome plugin, and that would really help. But if I just add in a shortcode widget over there, here we go, and paste in the shortcode from the multiple tabs. I press update. And then you can see in here I have profits and videos in here, which will just load inside of a tab, which is actually a very nice feature. I don't like the green of this, so maybe it's possible to change this. Let me see. So this also could be improved, so I can change the colors in here. That would be a very nice feature. Also, the last thing I want to show you are the settings in here. Here you can choose your link support mechanism in WP tables. If not asked by the developers, then I would not advise you to change this one. If we then go to performance, you can do some tweaking on the settings. If I just uncheck this, this is what you see when opening your page. You will see no loading screen whatsoever. It just takes a lot of time before it will be inserted into your page. So I would definitely keep this asynchronous loading on. Then we can choose to global loading our scripts on the entire website, or just optimized layouting on just the pages where you actually need them. I would say this is the best options, because on the front page I don't have any tables. On my contact page I don't have any tables, so I don't want to load in all these scripts. However, if you have a good caching plugin, which I really recommend, it will do this for you. Press Save Settings. And then the last step, you can add in some custom CSS to style it looks and feel on your website. I can imagine you just want to create this amazing website that I've been demonstrating this table sheets plugin on, and you can create it yourself. I've created a 4-hour tutorial right here, so you can follow along and create this beautiful e-commerce website within Elementor Pro. It works great, and I have a lot of positive response on it. So hey, why not check it out? I'll see you there.